Everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see fourth-year quarterback Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys as they match up with Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense heading out, and a welcome sight for 49er fans. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the way. Jimmy, of course, lost for the season in Week 3 last year in Kansas City, and then the Niners really struggled the rest of the way without him. The silver lining to the early season injury, it gave Jimmy Garoppolo plenty of time to heal and get back to 100%. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now the defense for Dallas.
I think most people locked in on Byron Jones when he came out of UConn at the NFL Combine, where he darn near jumped out of the stadium because of his vertical leap. But there's so much more to his game than that.
Here we go. With AD!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
A good pickup of 6 there on 1st down. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Prescott on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott now. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's bring it.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Like. Big grip.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Brady. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
15 line. We got 4. Now.
Here's Coleman on the draw. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw, and that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. They find some open field here. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 49 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
A gain of 11. Brings up second down at the 25.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on play.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They run the counter. Pollard.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but holding the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. That'll go as a pickup of 8. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. Rush. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Open man is born. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space, cut out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now hold everything thing here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
15 line. 15 line.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On the delay, here's Breida, and he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
53-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this one will get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the final game of the first weekend of the 2000.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball down the field?
Let's find what they held up. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw Rush. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rush. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Go now. 18 Gator.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. You got a young quarterback maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Back to throw here. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
30 base.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. He's got the first down into the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw is Rush. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Let's go. Do it.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Hey, watch the slant.
Let's go.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Hearns brings it in. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Rush. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Pollard. So we got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. On 3rd down, rush. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back.
You ready?
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go, brother.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator.
56. I don't think you got it, son.
Big grip.
On 1st and 10, rush. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 6.
Operating from the gun. Rush. And that's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Rush. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing here, rush. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Rush throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this one complete to Smith, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Punching it in from a yard away. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and up their play.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On the draw play, Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. So how about that play? We had a tie ball game. Defense comes up huge. That's the definition of a big play for this defensive unit.
Not something that you see that happens often to a guy like, let's say, Jamal Charles. Remember 2015? Fumbled it in a key situation.
Roby, right?
Yes, exactly right. Bradley Roby picked it up and altered the ball game.
Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. He'll be dropped at
On the set. But
on 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
ready.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Weber. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a give, right side. It's Weber. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Weber. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, it's Weber. And it's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.